What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Pat Benatar, and we're returning to Crimes of Passion, 1980, and the next tune is Little Paradise. I'm intrigued by the phrasing. Obviously, paradise, a utopian, euphoric, and/or perfect environment, and yet little downgrades it, or at least indicates that the quantity, the scale, the size is small. So I didn't even know you were in here. I'm inclined to maybe see it more in a real world context, less metaphysical, shall we say, and perhaps with a humble or simple desire for a little paradise, be that just a little place which you can call your own paradise, or just a small helping of paradise amid the more complicated and often disappointing or unfortunate realities of the world. So yeah, I do wonder whether it is being contrasted with the other side of the positive-negative spectrum, but perhaps that little paradise will be enough, or at least enough to keep the narrator going. Obviously it might be very different from that, but let's give it a listen and see what I can catch. This is Pat Benatar. The song is Little Paradise, and it's from her 1980 album Crimes of Passion.
I'm saving my time for you, no time for me. You're up on the news, I'm wild in the streets, I'm under the lights tonight, I won't have to hide me. If you got love in its place, in its own time and space, you got love in its place in your little paradise. Secure in your own little world. Diamonds are forever for Hollywood girls. No need to cover, no reason to lie. Life without your Maserati is grounds for suicide. But you got love in its place, in its own time and space. You got love in its place in your little paradise.
Very gradual fade. So it's more Pat rocking out. I do enjoy that the earliest phase of her career was very rock heavy, and not just rock heavy, but like harder rock, like really edgy kind of rock. So I really do enjoy that, which I only say with a bit of surprise because again, when I was a kid or I remember in the 90s, I was like, well, what was that song? It's like something about a battlefield, and I remember a friend of mine was like, oh, that's Pat Benatar, Love is a Battlefield. I used to like that song too. And so that was the one that I kind of like reconnected with Pat's music with. And like over the years prior to me doing reactions on YouTube, it's the one tune of hers I knew for sure. And obviously it's very different from her earlier stuff. It's, it's this 80s, synth pop with a bit of drama. And, that's even before you get to the video. And then as I came to learn, We Belong is one that I didn't remember by name, but when I heard that, it was like, oh wait, like I do know this song. I've heard this song before. So yeah, hearing her early stuff, which is, very edgy rock, it's been a surprise. This one, I feel like there's definitely like a critique happening. The idea of like, if you didn't have your Maserati, well, you'd just have to commit suicide, wouldn't you? Which like, it feels like there's a critique of the person being addressed, but then she's saying like, you've got love in its place, you've got love in its own little place, your own little paradise. So it's maybe she's critiquing someone who's like a bit materialistic. I think there was a reference to like Hollywood girls and so on. So maybe it's the idea of someone who is trying to like control everything and like, yeah, love, but also, I got my things, I got my car, I got my image. But yeah, I don't know if that's the right read, but she's definitely addressing somebody else or like characterizing someone else in a way that feels, again, a bit humorously critical or at least not flattering. So yeah, I look forward to any insights people have. But yeah, great guitar work and definitely some moments in the back half where the guitar begins to flourish a bit even more. So yeah, just a cool rock tune from rock era Pat. So do let me know what you think, and Luca and you're fine, Luca. I hit the handle of the armrest of my chair. Apparently it was too much and she's out of here. This is no longer her little paradise. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Peace.